Hey, it's Dr. Fred TMT. You guys here, Tuesday Morning Transformation. Got a question for you. Do you want to feel more love in your life? Do you want to feel more love in your life? Now, this seems like an obvious question. Like, where the hell is he going with this? Sorry, heck. Is he going with this today? Because, of course, I want to experience more love. And now we're coming in the holiday season, and we're in the season of giving. So this is the one time a year we give without expectation. We have appreciation. We just give because it's the right thing to do. It's this time of year, and then we get through the holidays. By January 2nd, okay, let's get back to reality now, right? What's that mean? If I give love, then I expect to receive it. So now love, when you expect to receive it, now love becomes an expectation rather than a gift. Okay, you guys know all this, but what do? We're trained from the time we're kids. We're looking for love outside of ourselves, our parents, teachers, coaches, all that stuff. Yeah. But here's what happens. When we don't believe we're receiving the love that we want, man, we're pouring it out, so I deserve to get it back, reciprocation, all that stuff, then what do? We get upset, we get sad, we take it out on other people or take it out on ourselves, we feel lonely, we criticize, we judge, we accuse, we start a fight, you get in an argument, you make somebody wrong, right? That's what we do. So here's a really life-changing principle. Are you ready? Life-changing. Pay attention. Write this down. Most people cry for love with acts of pain. They cry for love with acts of pain. What's an act of pain? Accusation, criticism, judgment, feeling lonely or sad. We cry for love with acts of pain. Now here's the irony of the whole thing. Your brain, limbic brain determines all human behavior, by the way, only knows what you experience. It only knows what you feel. It doesn't know what's outside of you or what's inside of you. So if you don't feel love because I'm not getting the love that I want because it's with expectation, and you criticize or you judge or you're sad or you're lonely or you start a fight, what are you experiencing? What are you actually wiring into your body? Criticism, judgment, accusation, sadness, lonely. And now what happens is love becomes associated with pain. What? So now love and pain become the same thing. Do you ever feel like that? That's actually what you're doing, is wiring that pain into you. And then we wonder why our relationships begin to trail off. There are certain problems and challenges that really are unnecessary because we may have, when we're criticizing and accusing, we're not even conscious. We're not even aware of the love that's not only inside us, but the love that may be standing right in front of us. That person who actually loves you. Hey, they're not perfect. We're not conscious of love. So here's a life-changing principle. Are you ready? Love is a consciousness. It's not an event. Love is a consciousness. It's not an event. How do you know? What's an example? Because you could be walking along here, be right along the beach, looking at your phone, getting pissed off, doing whatever. You're not even aware of what's around you, and you're sad or you're lonely, or you're pissed, or they did this, and then someone's walking down the sidewalk just like these people right over here with a cute little dog, and you go, oh my God, all of a sudden snaps you out of the state. Your dog is so cute, little golden retriever puppy. Oh, you're like doing all this stuff, talking baby talk, you know how that goes. And all of a sudden, what are you experiencing? This massive love. Oh, thank you. And then what do? Then you get up, you get back on your phone. They did this, they did that. What? Where did that come from? Where all of a sudden could you go from judgment, criticism, sadness, loneliness, into pure love? Wow, where did that come from? Guess what? It came from inside you. Guess what? It's there all the time. The question is, what are you conscious of? Because love is a consciousness. So guess what? So here's how the brain works. Giving and receiving are simultaneous. So whatever you give, that's what you're experiencing. So if you're not conscious of it, or you're not experiencing it, the question is to stop in the moment and say, what do I want to experience? And if you want to experience, rather than wiring yourself for pain, then you give it. then you enjoy it as you're giving it, because this is a season of giving. This is the time to develop a lifestyle, because when you give it, then you experience it. Now here's what happens. As you give it, then you feel it. And the more you feel, the more you have. And the more you have, the more you have to give. And the more you have love you have to give, the more love you become aware of. The more love you become aware of, the more loving you become. Now, it's a consciousness. It's not an event. Now, it's not a season. Now, love is a lifestyle. So we have the choice to be conscious of that. So guess what? Let's do it through the season. But hey, when January 2020 hits, then why don't we just make that a lifestyle? So when you can catch yourself in the moment and you're thinking, I'm not receiving it, then realize, hey, it's already inside me. If I want to experience it, man, I can just give it. And I can just love it as I'm giving it. And we can take an event and make it into a lifestyle, because love is a consciousness, and we can use an event to create the consciousness. So let's do that. Let's move beyond the season. Hey, let's be in total love, enjoying the season, and then let's make it a lifestyle. All right, you guys. Love you guys. See you next week.